I've received a lot of fantastic questions regarding investing in government bonds in Zambia, and therefore I've dedicated today's episode on answering your questions. So today I'm going to look at all the questions that I've received so far in the comments from my subscribers in response to the videos that I've done on investing in government bonds. If you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. You'll find it at the bottom. It is down here. Click subscribe right now and join us as we venture into this world of investing in government bonds, in property, in the stock market, and all of these other interesting investment ventures. Today I wanted to respond to the questions that you have on investing in government bonds, and I will be doing this Q&A session regularly in response to your questions. So don't forget to leave a comment or a question in the video, and I will definitely pick it up when I do another Q&A in the near future. So let's get started right away. The first question that I have is asking, how much can I be getting after 6 months if I invest 10,000 kwacha? So how much you get on an investment depends on the tenure of the bond that you're investing in. So if you're investing in, let's say, a 2-year government bond, the interest rate or interest coupon that you're going to be getting is 9%. And you get this information from the results or the bid application or the results of the bond that Bank of Zambia always publishes after an auction. So you go to the Bank of Zambia website, you're going to find under bonds and treasury bills tab, you're going to find results for the bond for a particular year. So for 2023, you go to 2023, you find results for the bond for the previous month, in this case September, and it will give you the coupon rates for each bond. So check how long you want to make your investment for. If it's 2 years, if it's 10 years, you're going to find the coupon rate under there. And then if it's a 2-year bond, it's 9%. Apply the 9% to your 10,000. That will give you 900 kwacha, right? So that is what you'll be getting every year. Now divide that by 2. That will give you 450 kwacha, isn't it? But don't forget to deduct the withholding tax and handling fee of 15% and 1%, which will give you 16%. So your 450 that you'll be getting after 6 months, you need to deduct this 16%. That will give you your net interest coupon income that you'll be getting on a 10,000 kwacha investment in a 2-year government bond. So that is how you do your computations. So apply whatever investment you're trying to make to whatever tenure of investment you are trying to make to get an idea of how much you expect to make in terms of your coupon incomes. The next question I have is, what's the tenure of a bond? So when we say tenure of the bond, it simply means the length of time of your investment in the government bond. So for example, if you decide to invest in a 2-year bond, it means that the tenure of your bond is 2 years. If you decide to invest in a 7-year or 15-year bond, it means the tenure of your bond is 7 years or 10 or 15 years respectively. So tenure of the bond is simply the length of time until the maturity of your bond, upon which you get your face value back from the government in this case. So that is what tenure of the bond means. The next question is, how do I calculate the benefits if I invested 5,000 under bonds? So in order for you to know how much the return you're going to make on a government bond, you will need to know the tenure of the bond, right? In this question, you did not state for how long you are making this 5,000 investment for. So you needed to provide that information. And also to calculate the return or amount that you're the return on your investment, other than knowing the tenure, you also need to know the coupon rate. So it is the tenure that will indicate to you the coupon rate that you are going to make on that investment. When you have the tenure and you know the coupon rate, you can then calculate the return on your investment that you are expected to make, just as I had guided in the previous question. So for a 5,000 kwacha investment, when you establish the tenure, let's say 2-year bond, that will give you 9%. It will mean that you'll be getting 9% of the coupon income or interest income on that 2-year government bond every year. And as I said in the previous question, divide it by 2. That will give you an idea of how much you'll be getting every 6 months. And then deduct the withholding tax and handling fee. So every time you're given a coupon interest income, you will need, government will already deduct the withholding tax and handling fee from your investment. So you get a net amount. So the 450 that you'll be getting every 6 months, deduct 16%. That will give you the net amount that you'll be getting every 6 months. So that's one kind of income you get on the bond. Then upon maturity, at the end, when you get to the end of the 2 years, you will get your face value investment. In this case, your face value is 5,000. So when your bond matures, you will get your entire 5,000. Meanwhile, you will have been getting your biannual coupon interest incomes. So if you've invested in a 2-year bond, you get biannual coupon incomes 4 times. So you just do 2 by 2, that will give you 4 times. So you get your 450 net of withholding tax and handling fee 4 times. And you would have already gotten this interest coupon income. And then at the end, when the bond matures, you're also going to get the full face value amount, which is 5,000 kwacha. Okay, so you would have made your coupon income as well as interest income. So if you deduct your 5,000 kwacha from your cost value investment, which you get by multiplying your face value multiplied by the cutoff price, divide by the nominal value, will give you your cost value investment. So when you know your cost value investment, you also know the interest income that you are going to make on that overall face value amount that you will have invested. So more like the profit that you will have made on your 5,000 kwacha investment. So that is how you determine how much return or benefit you are going to get from a 5,000 kwacha investment. Let's move on to the next one. Is there a difference between buying a bond as a corporate or as an individual? Yes, there is. And the two differences that I can highlight to you is the ownership. If you buy it as a corporate, it is not in your name, it is in the corporate or company's name. And also taxation. If you buy an investment as a company, the withholding tax that I'm talking about will be taxed as an advance tax, meaning that you will, at the end, when you are doing the corporate annual income tax return, you will have to add back the income, the income that you got from this investment in the bond and gross it up, and then we will deduct the corporate tax rate. So it is an advance tax, meaning that we are just going to compute your investment in the government bond as an advance payment towards your overall tax. So that's the difference. For the individual, once you pay the withholding tax, it is a final tax. There's nothing else you need to do with that. That means that there's actually some advantages if you are investing as an individual compared to as a corporate. Because if you look at the standard corporate income tax rate, it is 30%. So if you are going to add back your investment in the bond to your overall income and then deduct 30%, it means that you are going to pay a lot more interest on your investment in the government bond compared to an individual who will just pay 15%, and that is the final tax. So that's the biggest difference between investing as a corporate and investing as an individual. Let's move on to the next one. Are the coupon rates and yield rates different? Yes, they are different. A coupon rate is the interest income that you make on your investment in the bond. The yield rate is the overall return on investment for the entire period that you invest in this corporate, in this government bond. We can also have corporate bonds, by the way, but this is beyond the discussion of today's Q&A, because I've been looking at government bonds. So the yield rate is the return on investment for the duration or the tenure of your investment in the bond. That is like your return on investment or your entire profit. This takes into account both gains and losses over the course of your investment in this bond or tenure of the bond. That is the yield. Okay, the coupon is the interest income that you'll be getting every after 6 months. So that is the difference. Please tell me which institutions would you recommend for me to invest in, especially monthly savings, so that I can grow my principal for later investment or treasury bills. I cannot tell you which financial institution to invest in. You need to do your own personal research. And how you do that is visit every bank, find out the interest rate that you gain on a savings account or a fixed deposit account. And also do an online research. Normally, the Bank of Zambia produces a list of all the commercial banks that we have in Zambia and how much they charge, how much interest rate you're expected to make from a savings or a fixed deposit account. So shop around and select financial institutions that is suitable for you. in terms of not just saving money, but also access to this money. For me, I switched financial institutions because the one that I was banking with for so many years was not conducive for me. And so I had to choose a bank that was located close to my my house or my office, so that it's easy for me to just walk or drive there and transact whenever I want to, if I'm unable to do it online. Nowadays, I know a lot of commercial banks are, vouching for online transacting and all of that. Sometimes it cannot be conducive for us in Zambia. I mean, we just need a branch or physical access to the financial institution. And so it's based on that decision that I had to switch banks quickly, because it was affecting how I was making my investments. So do your own research and then arrive at which financial institution is conducive for you. I cannot advise which one, but definitely look out for how much interest income you're going to make on the savings as well as fixed deposit. But know that no bank is ever going to grow your money. You are never going to gain financial freedom by keeping your money at the bank. It is to save so that it grows, and then you invest in government bonds, property, in the stock market, as we've been discussing. All right. So let's move on to the next question. What is the minimum amount one can start with to invest in government bonds? So the minimum amount you can start with is 1,000 kwacha if you are investing as a non-competitive bidder. You can watch the video that I've done over here to understand what a competitive or non-competitive bidder is. So if you are investing as a non-competitive bidder, you can start with 1,000 kwacha. If you are investing as a competitive bidder, you can start with 5,000 kwacha. However, the question really that is important to ask is, how much can I make on 1,000 kwacha? Which is why you go back to the question that I'm just from looking at. Ensure that you find the financial institution where you can keep a lot of money and invest bulk amounts. For example, 50,000, 100,000 are substantial amounts for you to get started investing. And also know that one thing that you need to know is that if you want to invest a face value of 100,000, you don't need to have the 100,000. All you need is about 52,000 kwacha, because that's the cost value. Meanwhile, the 100,000 is the face value, meaning that when you say, I want to invest a face value of 100,000, all you need is about 52,000 kwacha in your bank account. And Bank of Zambia will deduct the 52,000. Meanwhile, your face value amount is 100,000, meaning the difference is more like your return on your investment, your yield rate, or your profit, if you like. So if you are considering face values, if you want a face value of 100,000 and you've got 52,000, you're good to go. Get started right away. That is how it is. And this figure that I'm looking at is for a 15-year 10-year bond. So it's for a 15-year 10-year bond. Take note. So if you are looking for an investment of maybe a 2-year or a 3-year or 7-year 10-year bond, do the computations to find out what the cost value is. Again, if you want to know how to compute your face values, watch the video that I've done over here. It will guide you exactly on how to compute your cost value and face value amounts. What BOZ deducts from your bank is the cost value amount. So you don't need the full face value amount of your investment. Okay, so you can get started right away. Hi Mukonki, I would like to find out how much I need to start with investing in government bonds. I visited a commercial bank and was told to write to the Bank of Zambia. How do I go about the application letter? So how much to start with depends on you. I've already guided in the previous question. The process, you need to have a CSD account, okay? And that CSD account is simply the Bank of Zambia's account for keeping a record of all your investments. To get that CSD account, you fill in an application form. You get the application from boz.zm. If you are applying as an individual, find the form for the individual. If you're applying as a corporate, find the form for the corporate. Fill in the application for opening this CSD account. Send it to BOZ. Within a few days, BOZ will get back to you to say your account has been opened. And then you can start participating in the investment. So if you want to participate in an investment, all you need to do is download another form. If you're applying as an individual, fill in the application for the bond, put in your details, state the face value amount, state the tenure, and scan your application, email it, and you also need a letter of guarantee from the bank to accompany that if you're doing it yourself. So get a letter of guarantee from your commercial bank, letter of guarantee application form, send it to submit to BOZ before the auction date, and then they'll give you an award notice to say your application has been successful. If you don't want to go through this process yourself, all you need to do is after opening the CSD account, you can tell your bank to apply for you for a particular bond. But as well, you need to also inform them of the tenure that you want to invest in and the amount, face value amount that you want to invest in the bond. So as I was doing the radio program, I received another question where someone was asking to say, I did this application, but I haven't received an award notice from Bank of Zambia. Should I be worried? If your account has been deducted by an amount, the cost value amount, then you should not be worried. But if your account has not been deducted, you definitely need to get in touch with Bank of Zambia and find out what had happened to your application for this particular government bond. Let's move on. Have you found that financial institution that helps you save money after you having produced this video? No, I have not. There's no bank that is ever going to help save money so that it grows. All we do with the bank is keep money for a short period of time and then invest it in the government bond, property, real estate, stock market so that it grows. That is the only way you get financial independence and financial freedom. You will never gain financial freedom by keeping money at the bank, because inflation rate as well as management fees, bank account maintenance fees are eating into that amount that you're keeping at the bank. It will never grow. So that's the short answer to this question. How can I invest in the LUCE as a Zambian living abroad? You need to find a stockbroker who is based in Zambia, and that stockbroker will be transacting on your behalf in the LUCE. And this applies not just if you are living abroad, even if you are local. You always have to find a stockbroker that is going to be the intermediary in terms of transacting on your behalf on the Lusaka Securities Exchange. Let's move on. I'm a little bit fast because yeah, I've got quite a number of things that I need to do. So let's move on to the last question. How do I connect with you in person? I have lots of questions. Thank you so much. There are a lot of people that have lots of questions. The best way you can contact me is by sending me an email to mukonki@insightpartnersafrica.com. If you WhatsApp me, if you send me a message, if you call me, I may not respond effectively. I respond effectively through email because I'm always sitting at my laptop and it's easier for me to just type up a response and get going. However, the other way also is for you to leave a comment in the comment section below, and also share this video, because the wider it's circulated, the easier for me it is to actually find time and sit here with you, because I know you're getting maximum benefit from what I'm doing. So leave a comment in the comment section below, leave your questions. I will be picking them up, and hopefully every month I'll be doing a Q&A where I respond to your particular questions. Well guys, this is all I had to share in today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, don't you forget to drop a comment in the comment section below, and also give it a like, share this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. It is up here. Click subscribe today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.